Guys, Mr. Moore here. Today we're going to be starting Unit 3, Section 3, one-step equations. In particular, today we're going to focus on how to identify solutions to equations. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a warm-up question here for you. This is more of us looking at it together and just discussing and thinking about what we have here. On the left we have an expression, and on the right we have equations. So we're going to kind of compare and contrast expressions and equations. An expression is a combination of numbers, symbols, and operations. They do not have an equal sign. This is what we were working with in Unit 3, Section 2, equivalent expressions, and Unit 3, Section 1, expressions. On the right, we have equations. Equations are statements that have two expressions that are equal. It has an equal sign. If you look on the left, the expression x plus 6, you'll notice it does not have an equal sign, and it can be evaluated by replacing x with a given number. So we might say x is equal to 3, and then that expression would be equal to 3 plus 6, which would be 9. On the right-hand side, we have an equation. The equation that we have here is x plus 6 equals 10. This can be solved by figuring out what value of x makes the statement true. So in this case, think about it. What would x have to be in order for x plus 6 to equal 10? Right. X would have to be 4. 4 plus 6 equals 10. You can think of an equation as a perfectly balanced scale. If we have x plus 6 on the left side of this scale, and we have 10 on the right side of the scale, we would have to figure out what value x would have. How many cubes would there be on the left side in that one x in order to equal the 10 cubes on the right? There's a few different ways that we could solve that. We could try adding cubes to the 6 that we already have on the left until we get the scale to balance. And of course, we know that would end up being a total of 10 and adding on 4 more cubes to make it 10. Another way we could think of it is if we took some cubes away from the right-hand side and 10, how many cubes would we have to take away to balance our scale? So if we took the x off of the left side, and then we took off 4 different cubes on the right side, we would see that they are balanced. Since I took off 4 cubes, x is equal to 4. A solution is the value or values that make an equation true. This makes the scale perfectly balanced. Let's look at an example here. On the left, we have x plus 6 equals 10, and they're saying x equals 4 is a solution. So you can give the proof. So if I have x plus 6 equals 10, and I substitute 4 for my x, I'm going to go ahead and solve this. So 4 plus 6 is 10. Does 10 equal 10? Yes, it does. Therefore, x equals 4 is a solution because it solves that so that it is equal on both sides. On the right-hand side, I have x plus 6 equals 10, and it is saying x equals 5 is not a solution. So let's prove that. Again, if I rewrite the equation, x plus 6 equals 10, and I do the substitution, now I'm substituting 5 for x. 5 plus 6 equals 10. I'm going to solve for 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 equals 10. Is that a true statement? No. 11 does not equal 10. Therefore, x equals 5 is not a solution. Here's a second example we're going to take a look at now. Tell whether the given value is a solution to the equation. Justify your answer by showing your substitution work. Right now, I want you to pause the video, and I want you to substitute 3 for s. Remember to use the order of operations. Remember, when you see a variable directly next to a coefficient, it means that you're going to multiply those. So you could rewrite this as 6 times s squared equals 18. Right now, go ahead, pause the video, Substitute 3 for the s, solve that problem following the order of operations, and figure out whether or not s equals 3 is a solution. Go ahead and pause it now. Welcome back. Let's see how you made out. I'm going to substitute for s right now, so 6 times, I'm substituting 3 for s squared equals 18. Well, I know that 3 squared means 3 times 3, and I know from my order of operations I need to do exponents before I multiply. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 6 times 9 equals 18. 6 times 9, that was the first thing I did, now I'm going to do 6 times 9. 6 times 9 is 54. 54 equals 18. Is that a true statement? No, it is not. So I put a line through it saying that is not equal. Is s equals 3 a solution? No, it is not, because 54 does not equal 18. Here's a third example. Tell whether the given value is a solution to the equation. Justify your answer by showing your substitution work. Go ahead and try this one all the way on your own. Press pause now, and when you're done, hit play to continue the video. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's see if this worked out. So we were asked to substitute 3 for h. So I'm going to put a 3 in for my h here, 3 for my h here, plus 2 squared equals 75. All right, first thing I'm going to do is what is inside of parentheses, which is 3 plus 2. So I'm going to do 5. And then I'm going to say, all right, I know I need to do my exponents before I multiply. So I'm going to do 3 times 5 squared is 25 equals 75. And then I need to do 3 times 25. For me, I think of 3/4 as 75 cents. So I know that 3 times 25 is 75. 75 is indeed equal to 75. So is h equals 3 a solution? Yes, it is, because 75 does equal 75. Here's what you're going to be doing today. Your class has been assigned partners, which you'll see on slides in a little bit. With your partners, you're going to assign everybody in your group a partner number, and that partner number is at the top of the screen where the teams or partners are listed. You're going to write your number on your worksheet that you'll be given, and you're going to go around to 7 different stations in the classroom with your group. At each station, you will solve for the equation given for the number that is given to your partner number. So for example, on the screen, if I was partner number 2, and I would look here and it says x equals 8, and I would need to solve for 8x minus 5 equals 59, substituting for x with an 8. I would show my work, would decide whether or not it is a solution. If both sides are equal to each other, then it is a solution. If not, then they are not a solution. So with your partners, you'll fill out your worksheet. You're going to go to the 7 different stations, and you'll complete this task as a group, with each of you solving a different problem at each station based on your number. So today you're going to go ahead and you're going to work around the room with your partners to complete the worksheet. When that is done, there may be an opportunity for you to do a Book It as a class, but if not, the extensions are set up. And I hope that you guys have had a great day. I hope that this all makes sense to you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your teacher. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Just pause the video on your class so that you can see who your partners are. Thanks, guys.